So Mega Man Mania. You might know this title if you're a huge fan of Mega Man or cancelled video game titles in general. What was once originally intended to be a compilation title for the Mega Man series ended up getting scrapped and forgotten about by Capcom. It's a victim to what I call getting dumped into the cancelled video game landfill, where games that end up getting cancelled never come back to see the light of day. And today, I'm taking a look at that landfill to look at the many cancelled video game titles that never came to be in this possible miniseries, starting with Mega Man Mania. Let's begin. So Mega Man Mania was a cancelled compilation title. You already know that by now, but why was it cancelled in the first place? Well, to start off its history, it began work as a companion title to the near-releasing game, Mega Man Anniversary Collection. That game celebrated Mega Man's 15th anniversary by porting all of the existing mainline classic Mega Man games up to that point. But it was mainly for the numbered console games. You didn't really get much stuff from the spin-offs, or even Rockman and Forte. There were the two arcade fighting games, but that was about it. Mega Man Mania was intended to be the compilation that celebrated Mega Man's portable side of the history for his 15th anniversary. The promotional video for the game advertised having the 5 main classic Mega Man Game Boy games within one whole cartridge, with full-blown colorizations for every game to show. There were also supposed to be special bonuses for the game, but it was never revealed what they were meant to be, most likely alternate color palettes and borders for the games. Speaking of borders, they also had a ton of these intended for the game, mainly using stock art of the characters pixelized onto the Game Boy Advance's limitations. Looking at screenshots IGN provided for the game, promotional art for Mega Man Battle Network 2 was used as the background border, most definitely a placeholder for the game at the time of development. The game would have also had an interactive hub menu where you can control Mega Man around. You would most likely select the games and options by going into the teleporter capsules seen in the very screenshot I'm showing here. Later on in the game's development, its name would finally change to Mega Man Anniversary Collection, most definitely to tie in with the releasing console versions of the companion game, and this name change can be proven with this second version of the box art. On the topic of box art, the sketched version of the previous version shows off Ground Man from Mega Man and Bass instead of the more finalized version showing off Skull Man from Mega Man 4. This was most likely a mistake on the artist's part, and was promptly replaced when Capcom noticed the mistake for intended retail release. Now, the genuine reason the game was cancelled is a very big mystery. From what I've heard, the general consensus originally thought that the developers of the game didn't have any of the source code for the Mega Man Game Boy games, due to Capcom apparently losing the source code in the first place. They tried to recode, remake, and redo the entire 5 games for the collection, and after showing it off to Capcom, the company was apparently so furious with the progress and state of the game that they just cancelled the whole project entirely. Though reading from the Lost Media Wiki, a user from the NeoGAF forums apparently denied the possibility for this reason of cancellation, going on to say that Capcom always archives everything and that the game was cancelled for stupider reasons. What these possible stupider reasons were has not yet been cleared, unfortunately. There was also a rumor around the time that the game had swapped platforms during its development, from the Game Boy Advance to the Nintendo DS, although it's highly unlikely because Capcom didn't confirm nor deny anything on the rumor, and there has been no media showing off this possible version of the game anywhere. Years later, after the original idea for Mega Man Mania was scrapped and forgotten about, a person online by the name of LeviR.star made a news post on the Mega Man Network website detailing a potential pitch for a revival of the game, made with the Nintendo 3DS in mind. Reading the pitch, it shows a pretty ambitious way to revive the old title, showcasing art to represent the stages and the art style of the game. It would have had difficulty settings, an endless attack mode, even a stage creator of all things. It also had the idea of allowing the weapons from each game to be used in every title within the revival, which sounds absolutely cool for just a small pitch. The mock-ups created for the pitch as well. They're pretty decent. I love the art style of the game and how the second screen of the 3DS is put to good use. Unfortunately, it seems like the pitch either didn't get Capcom's attention or Capcom passed it down, as this is all that merely remains of the pitch today. Capcom did end up re-releasing the Game Boy games on the 3DS Virtual Console service, but that was about it. No remake, no compilation, nothing. It's honestly really sad. This pitch looks incredible for such an ambitious potential project for the series. Alas, I guess Capcom didn't see much interest in it like the people did. Overall, Mega Man Mania was surprisingly an ambitious project for the Game Boy Advance, having the 5 Mega Man Game Boy games in one whole cartridge, all with full-blown colorizations and bonuses to top it all off. It probably would have been the definitive release of the Game Boy games had the game actually come out. Then again, looking at its history, we could have gotten worse. Unfortunately, we may never know what this cancelled project truly could have been. I'm Nova, this has been a talk through of the cancelled Mega Man Mania. See you next time.